Gold prices have doubled since 2022, surging past $4,000 per ounce in 2025. And while many investors are just noticing now, those who understand gold's true value have been building wealth throughout this inflation surge. But here is what most financial advisors won't tell you about gold. It's not actually about gold getting more value, it's about your dollars rapidly losing their purchasing power. And this hidden wealth transfer is happening faster than most people realize. What's up, everybody? I'm Rashida, and I'm your guide to smart money moves. I began my wealth building journey at the age of 17. I've grown that portfolio to 7 figures, and I did this all on a police officer salary. So it's my mission to show you how to get there too. So let's go. Today, we are going to talk about gold, and it's not just a shiny metal, but as a powerful tool protecting your money during inflation and economic uncertainty. But before we do, please take a second, see if you have subscribed to the channel, and if you haven't, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I come here every single week, you guys, to help you better understand the world of money and to give you tips and strategies on how you can turn your income into real wealth. I know you have noticed that your dollars don't stretch as far as they used to. By the end of this video, you are going to better understand why gold has been valued for thousands of years, why it's hitting record highs right now, and how you can use it to protect your financial future. So first, let's quickly look at how money evolved. Now, for most of human history, people have actually traded directly. I own chickens, you own apples, I go to you when I want an apple, and I give you one of my chickens. But you can see that that type of trade has huge problems. What if I value my chickens more than your apples? Who said that we can agree on what is fair to both parties? And so the huge issues that arise from bartering actually led to commodity money as we know it today. And so all that means is items with real value that could be easily traded. And across nearly every civilization, gold became the preferred form of money. And I know you may be asking why. What is it about gold? Gold became popular because it doesn't rust or decay. It carries high value in a relatively small size. It can be divided into smaller pieces, and most importantly, it has a naturally limited supply that can't be created out of thin air. And for centuries, even paper money that we know today was backed by gold. And so if you didn't know, the US dollar was actually directly convertible to gold until the year 1971, when President Nixon ended the gold standard. And so here is the key difference. After President Nixon took the US off the gold standard, the government can print as much money as it wants, and it has. The US government has a deficit of $36 trillion. But gold, however, it cannot be printed. And even with all of the mining that goes on for gold, its supply only increases about 1.5% per year. And oddly enough, that's the actual growth of the human population, about 1.5% per year. And so it's easy to see why gold has maintained its value over millennia. And so now let's take a look at what's happening today. Since 2022, gold prices have doubled, reaching over $4,000 per ounce. And this isn't random. This directly matches the massive money printing by our government and the Federal Reserve. In the year 2020, the Fed began printing trillions of new dollars in response to the pandemic. And so the total amount of dollars in circulation expanded by over 40% in just 2 years. And so what that means is that for every $100 you had in existence before the pandemic, there's now $140 floating around. And basic economics tells us that when you dramatically increase the supply of something, its value goes down. And that is precisely what is happening to your dollars. You wonder why everything has gotten more expensive over the past years. Groceries, housing, education. It is not about who sits in the White House necessarily. It has a direct correlation to how many dollars have been printed since 2020. And obviously those inflation numbers that you see on the news, they don't fully show the true cost of increases for most Americans. And so again, gold's price rising isn't about gold becoming more valuable. It's all about your dollars becoming less valuable. An ounce of gold still buys roughly the same amount of real goods as it did 50 years ago today. Now, beyond the obvious inflation protection, gold actually offers 3 other key benefits. First, gold provides true diversification. Now, historically, when the price of stocks and bonds fall during any sort of crisis, gold often moves in the opposite direction. And so that is the essence of true diversification. When things in your portfolio are crashing, you need something else to help balance that out or have a counter move. And so, for example, during the 2008 financial crisis, the S&P 500 fell 37%, but gold, it actually gained 5.5%. And so, see what I mean? Gold didn't lose value during that crazy economic crisis. And the second thing is gold tends to serve as insurance against major economic shocks. Gold has historically performed very well during unexpected crises. And the third reason that should make you perk up a little bit is that central banks are buying gold very, very heavily right now. So it seems like they know that something is up with the money supply, because in 2024, central banks purchased more gold than any year since 1967. And countries like China, Russia, and India, they have been reducing their US dollar holdings while increasing their gold reserves. And so it's pretty obvious these countries, they see what is coming for the US dollar. Now, I know some of you guys may be thinking this sounds great, but isn't physical gold hard to own? And that is a very valid concern. Now, storing your gold at home creates obvious theft risks. If anybody knows that you are holding gold in that house, you're at very high risk for it being stolen. Now, you may have a little bit of protection if theft occurs, but most homeowners insurance policies have very strict limits on precious metals coverage, typically just a few $1,000s. Now, the gold market also has some very sophisticated counterfeits, and verifying its authenticity can be difficult without a bunch of special equipment. And so what people tend to do is hold their gold in these secure storage facilities, but they charge you an annual fee, usually between 0.5 and 1.5% of your gold's value. And while that may seem small, over years, that's going to erode away at your returns quite heavily. And now when you want to go and cash out and sell that physical gold, you will need to find a reputable dealer, and you're often going to have to accept a price that is below the spot or market price. Now, these challenges don't mean that you shouldn't own gold. They just explain why many investors have turned to more convenient alternatives over the years. And this is where a gold IRA can actually help to solve physical storage problems. A gold IRA is a self-directed retirement account that lets you own physical precious metals while getting the tax benefits just like a traditional or Roth IRA. And these are so awesome because you get to combine gold's inflation protection with an IRA's tax advantages. And gold IRAs make a lot of sense because they offer that professional storage and security that you're looking for without holding that physical gold. And all of the gold that's secured at these facilities are fully insured against theft or damage at no extra cost to you. Now, there are two types of IRAs that you can look at, and they are very similar to the ones that you often hear about for retirement. You can have a gold IRA that is traditional, which means that the contributions may be tax deductible. And if you select the Roth Gold IRA, those qualified withdrawals are completely tax-free, which is always a good thing. And the best part about having your gold in an IRA is that when you want to make any sort of changes to your holdings, you can do it right online or with a simple phone call. That's all that it takes. There's no physical handling of any of that gold. And you don't have to worry about going to a dealer and getting a below market rate. Now, as a side note, if you are interested in a gold IRA, one of my partners, money.com, is a trusted resource that reviews hundreds of these IRA companies, and they can make great recommendations on who is top in the market. So if you're interested, check the link, put one down in the description so you can look into it for yourself. Now, let's look at the question of how much gold should you own? Now, most financial experts recommend anywhere between 5 to 15% of your total portfolio, and that typically is going to depend on your age, your risk tolerance, what you think the outlook on the economy is. Those are all the factors that play into how much gold you think you should own. Now, the closer someone is to their retirement, or if there's someone that is constantly worried about economic conditions, that is the person that is typically going to hold a higher allocation. So they're going to be much closer to that 15%. But if you're nowhere near retirement and you just want to have a little bit of diversification in this way, 5% is usually the rule of thumb. And so if you're someone that is looking to allocate into gold rather than trying to time the market, you should consider investing a fixed amount at regular intervals. That is called dollar cost averaging. And what that does is it helps smooth out the volatility, because you don't want to just go all in with your position in just one chunk, all right? That's not usually a good idea. And so when you're choosing a gold investment, please remember you have to consider the total cost, including the premium to buy it, the storage fees, and the insurance that comes along with it. And you have to think about how easily you can sell it when you need to. All right, now I hope you understand gold a little bit better now, and how an IRA could be a great solution for holding that physical gold. Now remember, gold is not about getting rich quick. It's about preserving your wealth over time. All right, it's going to protect you from inflation. And so let's put gold's all-time highs into proper context. Gold isn't in a bubble. It is responding logically to unprecedented money creation. Throughout history, gold has maintained its value while paper currencies have consistently lost purchasing power. And if you don't know this, the US dollar has lost over 97% of its purchasing power since 1913, while gold has preserved wealth across generations. And so the case for owning gold is not about doom and gloom, which is what some people would have you to believe. This is about smart financial planning in a very uncertain world. It's about ensuring that part of your wealth stays protected from currency devaluation. Gold has proven itself once again by doubling in value since 2022, when inflation began to surge. And this is exactly what gold is supposed to do: protect your purchasing power when currencies lose value. And so whether you choose to hold physical gold, a gold IRA, or other gold investments, the important thing is taking action to diversify beyond your stocks and bonds. All right, guys, again, if you are interested in gold, please check the link in the description. Now, if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and share this video with a friend. And if you are still here at this point in the video, you are my people. Drop me a money bag emoji in the comment section. I hope you learned something about gold investing today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, I'm Rashida, and I'm out.